Good evening, my faithful sweeties. He stripped me. Sometimes God will strip away people in your life, the things you have, and even the places you go. And yes, it may hurt for some time, but if you just get quiet and really be still, you will truly realize it was and is for your own good. Think about this. Were there any times that you can remember when you were at those places, around those people, had those things, and it just seemed like you were always on edge? You could never find peace, or maybe it's just always was something that you couldn't quite put your hands on or seem to put your hands on. You was always trying to figure out like what was going on. Or someone would always have some type of argument. Well, you see, sometimes it's simple because you are or were trying to please everyone where you were, or sometimes you were simply trying to please everyone and you were simply losing yourself. And you don't want to do that. You some you see, sometimes you have things surrounding you that are attached to bad memories. And sometimes you have to get rid of those things. Or you maybe even have things that you don't believe or even know that's evil that's in your house or around you. And sometimes you simply have to get rid of those things in order to move forward in your life towards better. Also, have you ever truly thought about how everybody that you think has true good intentions for you just maybe truly does not? Do they really care about you like you think they do? Of course, there are people that do. Then you have some that maybe don't. So just think about it. You see, sometimes you simply got to take away the title of who they are to you. And sometimes who you want them to be to you or for you, because that's what's simply fogging up your vision. And you can't truly see the real person that they truly are. And you know what? Sometimes the people attached to you are what is stopping your blessings. Because God sometimes won't release the blessings that He has in store for you because He simply does not want all of the people that you are carrying along with you to reap from the blessings. Now, let's talk about some of the places you have gone or are currently going. Sometimes those places are filled with so many evil spirits, and you got to realize that evil spirits can attach themselves to you, whether you believe it or not. It's true. Especially if you're not staying prayed up and truly trusting and believing in God. But sometimes, even if you are, that can simply still happen because it can simply be a test that God is allowing just to see how strong you truly are and true about living as He wants all of us to live. So I say to you, be thankful for the people, places, and things that God has stripped from you, because we always have something better in store, or he always has something better in store for you. He can and will send you people who genuinely care for you and love you just as much as you do them. And even if he doesn't, you got to learn to love yourself and be okay with the fact of being alone, because you simply don't need anyone or anything around you that is not positive or can't pray you out of a bad situation or can't give you positive suggestions when you may be thinking about doing something wrong or you're just going through in your life. And or like if you become upset or something like that and are not thinking logically, you need someone around you that's going to be able to lead you into the right direction. Not always someone that's going to lead you into doing exactly what you was thinking about doing. You need people that are going to go to war for you by praying to Jesus Christ. You want people who aren't afraid to tell you when you are wrong, just as well as celebrate you and be there for you when you truly need them, not just when it's convenient for them. Also, remember, you're going to always have some type of communication with people out in the public. So, if you don't have anyone else, be thankful for those encounters and just pray that they are good encounters. You want things around you that lift your spirit and make you smile. You want to go to places where you don't have to worry about always watching your back the whole time that you're there, because that is simply stressful. And don't you know you need and deserve as much stress as you can as less stress as you can possibly get. Everyone deserves the minimal of stress that they can possibly get. If you can get no stress, that's even better. So, I don't know about you, but God can and has stripped me of people, places, and things on many occasions. But I went back or allowed these people and things back in my life, or I continued to go back or allow people back in my life. And am I doing that now? No, I'm not doing that now. And I'm happy with being alone by myself. I have my child with me because he lives with me or whatever, and we have to stay together because both our disabilities, he can't live by himself. So, but at this point in my life, at the age of 50, there definitely ain't no turning back for me. I'm moving forward because I want all of the blessings that God has in store for me. And you know what? I find peace just being able to not always have to do something for others like I used to have to. Now I can truly love on me. I mean, I always loved myself, but when you allow others to mistreat you, do you really love yourself? You have to ask yourself that. When you allow others to mistreat you, do you really completely, fully love yourself? So I choose to love me completely, and my happiness comes first now. Even if that means just buying a journal, walking around in a store, buying myself an angel or something inspirational. Even just simply taking around a walk around outside or just relaxing in my room. At least it's what I want to do. Because truth be told, sometimes the people you think are going to be there for you when you need them, they just simply aren't. No matter how much you've been there for them. And me personally, I never did anything for anyone looking for anything in return, because no one should ever do something looking for anything in return. I do everything that I've done and will do or have done. I did it from the bottom of my heart. I say to you, love you, and know that if God decides to strip you of some people, places, or things, or if he leads you to throw away some things, block some people, numbers, Facebook pages, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, if he leads you to block them, please know that it's simply for your own well-being, because God knows best and he loves you more than you'll ever know and more than anybody that can ever love you. God loves us all unconditionally. So, are you going to choose to love yourself? Are you going to be okay if God strips you from people, places, or things? What's your answer? Will you be okay if God strips you from people, places, or things? Because I will and I am. Yes, I know it's hard because sometimes you miss the people or the places or things because you think that those were people that really care, but they really didn't. But when you finally realize that they didn't, and you know that the places that you were going, it was just crazy stuff, then you'll be okay with it and you'll be content. So that's all I wanted to say to you all on tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I love you all, and God loves you as well. I am Cre-cre Inspires. I create to inspire. Bye for now. Bye.